first thing about understanding the market, really, this is just market research. But who's in the universe? In this case, this is the universe for the conversations that are going on about switching your electricity. So in the middle there is USwitch, and then all these other websites which are talking about good deals on switching your electricity. And so conversations are going on, and links are being made back, and we can actually work out who's linking to what, and what the traffic size is on all these websites. So the size of that red dot gives you an understanding of how many people are going there. So what we understand then is the stakeholder map of who's talking, who's having the conversations. We can then see how important each of these conversations are. Just because you get most people going there doesn't mean to say it has the most influence. Okay? So a lot of traffic, but they may not be influential. Whereas money-saving-expert.com. Who's used money-saving-expert.com? That's a lot, isn't it, in this group? And, you know, would you just go and buy a financial product now without checking it out? No. And so that website is getting a lot of credibility and influence. So it has a lot of influence. Okay. Here's a job I did for a pitch the other day. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, Alton Towers. So what I did, I remember, was I looked at the number of posts in the last 30 days which included the term Alton Towers. And I get a list of those. They're all those. You know, there's 35 posts mentioning Alton Towers. And then what I did was I said, how many posts out there are mentioning Blackpool, given that they're competing? So I can see that the buzz on Blackpool, Pleasure Beach, isn't as high as it is for Alton Towers. So I can now kind of gauge in broad terms what the conversations are going on. Okay? And then I can actually go down to each website and see how many conversations. So I'm now looking at the stakeholder map, the stakeholder analysis. I'm saying how many people are having the conversations, how many conversations in each website. And I then do some metadata analysis. I look at the tags, the words that are important and are being used in these conversations around Alton Towers. So if I click on one of them, I can't remember what that was. Oh, this is the Alton Towers. You can see I've got, in an event, what I'm saying is I can click right through to the actual post. So I can get a summary of how many posts are on Alton Towers, how many summary on rides, how many on whatever, and I can click through the post and try and understand what the sentiment is, that is being talked about. We actually divide sentiment into 3, positive, negative and neutral. Now here's another reputation management tool called Live Buzz. This is for Tesco's. And as you can see here, in the last month, we've had 1,419 mentions and a score of plus 0.9. So generally, you know, they're positive. And again, you click through, see all the blogs or posts, and then click through to the actual blog to understand it. Some of this is manual, some of it can be automated. But in general, what we're doing is we're understanding what people are saying about us online. So when you do that, that's great. So we now know we've got an online tracking of what people are talking about. And that's our market research on an ongoing basis. So what do we do?